Hello Galactic family. My beloved. Many of you are seeing your fears imprinted in the media. Perhaps you have been involved in similar situations in your past lives, so instead of entertaining yourself with this clever manipulation that the media promotes, you can reverse the fear and pain created by your actions and those of others. Today is not yesterday, not even 5 minutes ago. So there is nothing to be compared with current political events, either globally or personally. While these events may bring back gloomy memories of what happened in the past events cannot be the same as now, because you are different, you are the majority of those living on Earth at that time. Your fear story cannot be repeated. This is only possible when a lesson is emphasized and all participants agree on this lesson. Because fear has been replacing the earthly lessons for the last eons, touching each of our lives, again and again. But that was in the past. The lesson of now is love. And millions of you have been engaged in this lesson of love, and many will follow you. So much so that the fear that you, personally or globally feel, cannot reach the same conclusion as it did when the global lesson was fear. Of course, you may wish to redirect your fears to determine the most loving results possible. For this is that your inner self is now moving in spite of your external fears. Perhaps you find it difficult to imagine this thought, because you still believe with some parts of your beings, that miracles cannot and will not happen. This miracle, or as you call anything other than fear, from a quick and loving conclusion to your fears, does not seem to be possible. For you to know with every fiber of your exterior being that everything is wrong, and then, following the path of fear instead of the way of love, seems seemingly impossible, as so many channels are propagating. This is because you still connect with the media-focused fear, as well as with some fears you have stocked in every part of yourself. You may feel all this fear you wish to feel, but that is no longer necessary. Because your fears are becoming smaller day by day, and your needs for love are expanding far beyond anything you can imagine. The fears you still feel are remnants of what you were, not who you are. It's a bit like accepting a new position for which you do not feel qualified, although those who chose you will not even have a doubt that you are. So in the first few weeks of your new work, doubts pop into yourself until the day you finally accept everything that you are, and all that you are capable of. This is related to the new you. You know that you are a new being, but you still have doubts about the reality of your new being. Let doubts know that you are growing into your new being, and you will have doubts from time to time. Which brings us back to the current global picture of fear and anguish. This fear and anguish are a reflection of who you are now, but definitely not of who you will be. Let's take our example back on the challenge of the new job position. When you are afraid, every being that questions your abilities hits the heart of your fears. In time, you realize that those who doubt their skills are wrong. But before you give the verdict to yourself that their assessment is not accurate, you need to prove it first to yourself. So it is now. We can tell you that you are fully capable of creating a new life of love for yourself. But until you trust that fear is no longer part of your new description of who you are, you will continue to find lingering parts of doubt and fear. Fear, even though much weaker than your expanded self-love and global love, will circumvent love until you believe in the depths of your beings that you are stronger, more loving, more joyful than any fear trapped here and there, and is being. You have to prove to yourselves that you are real. It will happen minute by minute, despite your tiny fears, that there is no place in your world. Your fears will be overcome by your desires to become entangled in love. Day after day, this self-love, global love, is growing exponentially, Just as your fears are diminishing, so do not be reprimanded for any remaining fear. Just know that they will disappear soon. All that is needed for now is to live in joy and love. In doing so, you are not just redirecting your focus from fear to love. You are helping to direct the earth to the new earth bathed in love. So be it. Amen.